Lady Elliot was mined for guano back in the late 1800s. They walked away and just left the island pretty bare. Around about 1970s, they started to do revegetation work. What we're doing is continuing on with that work now. Lady Elliot's around about 40 hectares. There are 29 hectares in the natural area. We've got about 106 species on the island at the moment we want to remove. We've got about 25 that we do want here, natural species. And we hope to be bringing in around about another 15 or so species that were here back at the beginning. One of the issues that we have here at Lady Elliot, we don't have water here. We have been using recycled water, but with the new drip and misting systems that we've got implemented, we actually use desalinated water. That's a very expensive process, so using drip irrigation and mist irrigation has been the absolute best way that we could do that, and certainly Netafim's products have been absolutely key in managing these sort of aspects.
Netafim first was asked to be involved in this project to help the revegetation of this island. They were looking for help for how much water setting up a nursery like this would need, but also what hardware and design was required to fulfill their objectives. It's a project that sits very well with Netafim's philosophy, using the least amount of water to maximise the productivity of a system with the least environmental impact.
I knew nothing about watering systems and those sorts of things. Netafim have just been great. They offered to come in and design our watering system from nothing, which was just spectacular. Getting that technical knowledge has allowed us to expand the nursery dramatically. We're now growing probably about 20 different species of plants here, understanding more about the different types of plants and the different species that we're growing. The propagation techniques that Jamie Zapp has assisted us with has made a great difference. We hope to increase our stocks up to around about 4,000, and that will give us an opportunity to plant around about 4,000 plants annually out into the real world.
The system's now been running for a few months and we are delighted with the results. Previous to Netafim's involvement in this project, watering was done by hand with watering cans and hoses. The time to get a plant established enough to be able to be planted out into the rest of the island was long. Now that we've got an automated system using a controller, the labour requirement involved has been greatly reduced, but also the plants get a more regular and more measured, accurate watering. So those plants now are vigorous and they're flourishing in the nursery, and they survive much better once they're planted out into the bushland.
Netafim have been doing some wonderful work with us, made a massive difference to what we've achieved here in over the last 6 to 9 months.
Netafim are delighted to be involved in this revegetation of Lady Elliot Island, using the minimum amount of water to do the best we can with the least environmental impact.